If you think getting six-pack abs and reading every self-help book is the fast track to finding a girlfriend, get ready for a reality check. Today, we're shattering the myth that endless self-improvement is the golden ticket to romance. If you're tired of being told to just work on yourself while your dating life stalls, you need to hear this. Stop wasting your time, because self-help alone isn't going to get you girlfriends. This is the Growth Mindset Project, and right now, I want you to hit that subscribe button and tap the bell so you don't miss real, no-nonsense insights that help you actually grow, not just grind. Let's dive into why self-improvement, as it's sold, is actually sabotaging your love life. Think about all the advice you hear when you confess a dating struggle to your friends. Maybe you tell someone you got ghosted or things didn't work out with a girl you liked. What's the standard response? Dude, hit the gym, level yourself up, make more money. Just keep improving and put yourself out there. Sound familiar? This advice is everywhere, but here's the twist. It's built on a hidden assumption that you, as you are, just aren't enough. Every time we tell someone to self-improve after a dating letdown, we're subtly telling them, you failed because you didn't do enough. Not muscular enough, not confident enough, not experienced enough, not successful enough. The fix is always another self-help routine. More hustle, more sacrifice. But is it actually helping? Here's what nobody wants to say. Self-improvement is not a dating guarantee. In fact, the women you meet might not be waiting for some perfectly optimized version of you. Often, your efforts lead to more anxiety, greater insecurity, and chasing hollow goals, because you're trying to fix a problem that's not really about how many books you've read or supplements you pop. At 3 minutes, if this is opening your eyes or challenging your beliefs, hit the like button and drop a comment about the self-help myths you've heard. I want to know what advice frustrated you the most. Let's get brutally honest. Dating isn't a video game where you unlock new levels of success with enough XP and self-help. There's another person sitting across from you, with their own history, their own hang-ups, and most importantly, their own free will. You could do everything right and still not get the result you want. She might not like you back, even if you're at your personal best. Or maybe she liked you most when you were flawed and unguarded. You can become more attractive, sure. You can work on your empathy, wit, sense of humor, financial independence. These things all help. But even if you check every box, there's zero guarantee. Why? Because dating isn't about optimizing for perfection. It's about connection. And connection happens in the present moment, not in some future self you're constantly striving to be. We want to control the uncontrollable. Dating triggers every insecurity because, deep down, we're terrified that not being enough means not being lovable. So we throw ourselves into self-improvement, thinking it'll protect us from rejection. But here's the dark side. Most so-called dating fixes actually make you more anxious about who you are, not more confident. You start seeing yourself as a never-ending project, always needing work. And here's something even more interesting. So much of your dating life is shaped by your beliefs and the stories you tell yourself. If someone doesn't text you back, does it automatically mean they're talking to another guy? Most likely, you don't know. But your brain creates a worst-case narrative. You assume their lack of response is about your shortcomings, feeding more insecurity and more frantic self-improvement attempts. The reality? You're not perceiving who they actually are or what's actually happening. You're reacting to your own projections and assumptions. This right here is one of the biggest obstacles to finding genuine connection. When you operate on assumptions, she must not like me because I'm not rich enough, or funny enough, or tall enough, you're never actually meeting the person in front of you. You're engaging with your fears and narratives, not reality. Take a step back. Have you ever been on a date where things blew up over a tiny misunderstanding? Maybe you sent a gift, and she thought it wasn't personal enough, or you made a joke that landed wrong. 9 times out of 10, these moments aren't about who you actually are. They're about projections, expectations, and unspoken baggage. Online dating and social media only worsen this, flooding people with scripts of who they think they're supposed to want, and how they think you're supposed to act. So, if self-improvement isn't the golden ticket, what does work? Focus on refining your perception. Learn to see people and yourself without the mental filter of insecurity and assumptions. When you stop assuming every failure is about your lack, you get to experience reality as it is. You get to connect for real. This isn't easy, but it's essential. At the 6-minute mark, let me give you a quick reminder. If you're finding value here, smash the like, hit subscribe, and drop your experiences in the comments. Your story might help someone else wake up from the self-help hamster wheel. Let's keep going. You might be thinking, okay, so if I strip away all the self-help noise, what can I control in my dating life? The truth might surprise you. You can work on things like kindness, emotional intelligence, and genuine curiosity. But these aren't external metrics. They can't be gamified into instant success. You don't need to overhaul your whole personality or treat yourself like a work-in-progress project just to be worthy of love. Yes, develop healthy habits, pursue your own goals, and heal old wounds. But do it for you, not to get someone else's approval. And most importantly, recognize how much of your experience is shaped by your expectations and selection bias. If you move through life convinced that women only want you for your financial status, you'll unconsciously start acting in ways that attract only women who care about status. The same happens if you're obsessed over looks or any other surface-level trait. You build a world and attract people based on your beliefs, fears, and what you project outward. It works in reverse, too. If you believe every rejection is proof you're not good enough, your confidence plummets, and you start interacting from a place of deficit. But try this. Instead of treating every setback as evidence you need more improvement, see it as evidence that some things are simply out of your control. The goal is not perfection. It's curiosity and open-mindedness. So stop wasting time waiting to become ready or enough. Start actually seeing people as they are, not as you fear they see you. When your approach is rooted in reality rather than projection or self-criticism, everything changes. Your social skills improve, you attract different kinds of people, and, most importantly, you build connections based on authenticity, not insecurity. Don't fall into the trap of consuming endless generic advice. What works for you will always be specific to your life, personality, and situation. Books and videos can spark inspiration, but they'll only give you a nudge. The real transformation happens when you put generic advice aside and experiment in real life, making your own conclusions. Ready to break out of the self-help loop? We have plenty more videos that dig into the real roots of growth, so check out the recommendations on your screen, and don't forget to hit the bell so you actually see them. This is the Growth Mindset Project. See you in the next one.